after the shooting that arrests came. So that's why so many people have been calling for a federal investigation.
We will not rest until they are convicted and behind bars.
With the nation's eyes focused on Georgia, the state's top prosecutor is calling on the Department of Justice to investigate local authorities' handling of the Ahmaud Arbery case. Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr is promising a complete and transparent review of how the case was handled from the outset. It comes as big-name celebrities demand action, including Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, and Tom Brady.
If we don't get it, shut it down!
The February shooting of the 25-year-old African-American man pursued by two white men is sending shockwaves across the country after this recently released video showing Arbery's final moments.
It's heartbreaking. It's 2020, and this was a lynching of an African-American man.
Arbery's family says he was out for a jog unarmed. Now, in newly public video obtained by Jacksonville station WJXT, we see the moments before that encounter, a man walking into a construction site and looking around. An outside angle obtained by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution shows someone entering and leaving a short time later. The videos, both under review by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, appear to show Arbery. His family's attorneys are not disputing that, writing he engaged in no illegal activity, noting that this was an empty home under construction. Gregory McMichael told police he and son Travis followed Arbery because they thought he was a burglary suspect, both men armed. According to police records, the older McMichael said Arbery began to violently attack his son Travis, who fired after McMichael says the two started fighting over the shotgun. Investigators say they reviewed the surveillance video before arresting the McMichaels, who remain in custody, charged with murder and aggravated assault.
Do you consider this a victory?
No. This is just a first step. I would like to get all hands involved. Every hand that was involved, convicted, and them in the prison.
Now, NBC News has not been able to locate an attorney for the McMichaels. Now, overnight, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation announced another arrest, a 20-year-old who was taken into custody. Authorities say that he used Facebook to make threats against future Arbery protests.